How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to another tier list. I've actually never done one of these on my channel, but I figured I'd give it a shot, seeing how as though that they're blowing up in the meme world. So when you're doing something like this, you want to do something that you're passionate about, something that like really hits home to you and you know a lot about. So today I'm going to be doing mine on the many different types of rocks. Most of them are good, but some of you might be surprised to find out which ones are absolute ass tier. Some might ask, why do rocks? Rocks are kind of stupid. Well, you know, the Earth is made up of mostly rocks, except for the part of which it isn't. And we are currently on this big flat rock in space, floating around. So, you know, don't take that for granted, kids. So let's stop monologuing. Let's get into it. Starting off, I think, which one do we want to start off with? Let's start with pebbles. These are small rocks. They're you know, they're kind of annoying. They end up in your shoe very rarely. You know, it's kind of a nuisance. But if I were to place it on the list, I'd say maybe D tier. Let's put the pebbles at D tier, just because I feel like that's where they belong, like in this area. Let's size it up a bit. Let's go to just regular rocks, just, you know, normal size rocks. You know, rocks that can fit in your hand, like that. That's really good rocks. Let's go maybe B. I think it's more of like a B kind of class tier level rock. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to look at, you know. Like, I mean, you know, it's got some heft to it. You could easily knock someone out with it if you really wanted to. These are sort of minerals right here. Let's go into them. Starting with silver. Silver is a pretty interesting and kind of underrated rock and mineral kind of thing. But I think it's very shiny. It's very, you know, useful. You can kill werewolves with it if you make bullets out of it. So I think it belongs in A tier. You know, that's really good. Next we have platinum. Platinum is ass. Platinum belongs in like E tier. Like, platinum does not deserve the type of respect that it gets, being like so valuable or so said. In my opinion, I think silver is more valuable because it looks nicer. Platinum is like, just it looks like a watered down silver, really. Gold. I don't really have anything in C tier, so I feel like that's where it sort of belongs, sort of in the C tier. This is kind of up in by itself. This is striped rocks. Striped rocks are really cool. Like, you know, you go to like the Grand Canyon, there's a lot of striped rocks. And I feel like it belongs up in the A tier category. Yeah, so that's where I think that can go. Next we have crack. A lot of people don't really see, you know, why crack is so useful. It's got a lot of health benefits. You know, you can lose a lot of weight on crack, so I think it belongs in S class. Next we have brown rocks, which are kind of like the opposite of striped rocks. They're just plain brown rocks. They kind of just like, it's just like regular rocks. I believe that this belongs in, like, you know, maybe a C category. I mean, they make up like 90% of all rocks, so I mean that you know, that kind of has to account for something. Going off of the size chart here, we now get to the smallest type of rock, which is sand. Sand is F. Sand is the worst. Sand is some of like the absolute worst types of rocks that you can have. Same with glass rocks. What the hell is glass rocks? Glass rocks doesn't even make any sense. Like, this is just glass.
I don't like sand.
Next, I don't really know what this is doing here. It's iRock. Is that like an apple thing? It kind of looks like a rock from the outside of it, but it's weirdly layered. Kind of looks kind of cartoonish. Maybe D class. D area. And last but not least, we have big rocks, and you know, huge rock, you know, boulders, big boulder rocks. And when I was looking at this list, I sort of like was trying to think of where to put this on the whole entire thing, and I was like, I think maybe A. Also B. I don't know. Kind of sparse in the middle here, and you know, big rocks are cool and all. Like you can climb on them. That is actually a good. That's a good way of looking at it. Like you can climb on rocks. These, like, you know, you could easily crush a car with like one of these big ass rocks. All right. Yeah, I think it's gonna be an A tier. Oh. Oh well, hello there. Almost forgot about you. That's where you belong. So that's basically my my tier list for rocks. I think that's a pretty good tier list, where everything's kind of sparred out. Stop fucking making these. They're fucking.
I'll be the pansy growing gardener of a bouquet of love, a flower-wielding soldier with the grace of a dove.
Next we have crack. Crack is an S. S.